It's over.
Okay, so marketing department
Take your time.
is a section of a company dealing with marketing and sales. It's kind of self-explanatory. Market research is the collection and analysis of information about consumers, market niche, and program effectiveness. And then primary research is what RDB needs to spend more money on collecting, is collection of data that does not already exist. So just like what their customers want, stuff like that. Secondary research is a summary, collection, and synthesis of existing research.
It's got so much room to spare.
It's so cool. You should have stood up and started roasting that teacher for giving you packets.
Pretty good?
Let's film that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so legislation is just a big word for laws.
Product?
And,
Is that in English? Product?
and
I've never
a
heard that word
product
before.
is an article or substance manufactured for sale.
Did you get that?
Now here's the thing. You're making fun of some of the vocab, but here's what's important. If I were you guys,
I can use product.
I would go through and refresh with all the words, because you should be using these words in your responses. Of course you know what a product is.
I can use that.
But you
too.
know what? Some of you guys get pretty general in your responses. They
That's
want to see
pretty
the
general.
specifics. Okay?
Everybody got that?
I really don't think you need to write that.
Alright, so question number 1 is comment on how Anna's marketing visions of RDB 2020 coincide with Valdemar's social contract with his loyal workforce.
She said she did.
That's yours.
I'll just put up what I put down.
You got it.
Okay, so anybody have any questions or comments?
So you're saying that this is the
This is
overlay
Yeah.
between
like
Anna
what
and...
Valdemar wants and what Anna wants. So in the marketing department, there's actually a lot of what they both want. Valdemar wants to have like his workforce like stay with the company, so Anna wants to have the engineers become salesmen, so there'd be knowledgeable, loyal salesmen. And Valdemar wants to, he has like a social contract with the government of the countries he started up in. So Anna wants to spend more money on getting government to have public-private partnerships with RDB. And then they both want the ability to push for legislation and incentives allowing more local projects creating jobs.
How do you guys think that high-level engineers would respond to the push that they're going to start selling the products when they're used to just engineering?
They wouldn't like it.
I think it's a bunch of BS. Most engineering.
Because,
That's a,
quite frankly, the engineering mindset is very different than sales. As you guys know, a good salesman requires a certain personality. And I think it would feel like a little bit of a demotion.
that's good.
So that's something that you should consider. That is what she's pushing for. Not necessarily positive. Now, is that a good idea from like a financial perspective, corporate perspective?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't have to retrain people. And
Absolutely. But again, put yourselves in those shoes. If you were used to designing and working and engineering all the time, and now you're asked to do a multitude of other skill sets, it would be pretty frustrating. Very few people would probably embrace that opportunity. Good.
Okay, so question 2, explain how marketing plays a significant role in business and why Anna recommends a larger marketing department. I don't know. I said was that larger marketing department has direct effects on profitability and sales. Going to be able to make more sales with larger marketing. And marketing has to be a pretty big department because it can't be carried out in isolation. Sales forecasts made by marketing can be used to plan the production department schedule, and research and development needs to understand markets needs and be able to test products. So the engineering and development department might go off the market research made by marketing and then work with marketing to have promotions for testing products. And they need to be able to develop product distribution systems that offer access to products to many geographic regions. Without a large marketing budget, you are going to have like many outlets to put in different places.
You know, Bridger's really hit on here that the marketing department is really kind of your one department that pulls everybody in. And what you guys need to keep in mind, if you look at this paragraph that he has, you can tell that the test writer wrote it to put all the big buzz concepts about marketing into this paragraph. We got talk about primary and secondary research, trade shows, trade journals. What you guys need to keep in mind, and Brock already brought this up, is that this is a B2B business, so the marketing is different, right? You're not as concerned with big, glossy advertisements. Yes, you've got to hit trade shows. You've got to be in trade journals, right? But as far as like what her recommendation is to twist and kind of establish a brand. We are not looking at a B2C marketing. Now, you guys know B2C marketing because you guys sit in it all the time. So you've got to step back if you get a question on marketing, because I think that a lot of you guys perceive that the marketing questions are easier. Okay? Make sure you don't forget that it's B2B, so you're not going to be making the same recommendations.
You'd say in B2B it would be less important, market would be less important than B2C, right? And especially because Royal Danish Barons is such an old company, it really doesn't need as much marketing. You could say that too, right?
Right, and think back to that unit where we talked about product-oriented and market-oriented, right? Where market-oriented, the product is continually evolving to keep the market happy. This is a very product-oriented industry. A ball bearing is a ball bearing. We don't have a bunch of bells and whistles. It stays the same. And so if you are doing promotion, it needs to be about, Royal Danish Bearings, keeping the tradition alive, not big diversification in the product line. That it's the same company that it's always been and that it's known for that. So to change the brand would be a really risky recommendation.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've got so much time and so much family tie in there. Good.
Any other comments or questions?
No.
Alright, so question number 3. Analyze why Anna wishes to take an engineer's turned salesman approach to generate orders. Kind of gone over this a little bit already. So what I said is that by having salesmen skilled in operations, marketing can have an integrated understanding of ball bearings and convey that knowledge to potential customers. Like we have said, that engineers might not really like that, but then again, they may feel rewarded in the fact they're able to sell products they help design. Not all engineers are going to take that attitude, but hopefully a few would be able to. And using current employees who are knowledgeable is cheaper than hiring costs of hiring a new untrained worker. So I have to go out there and hire headhunters to find people to work for the ball bearing industry.
What's a meet in the middle ground that you could take with this engineer's turned salesman? How could you keep both sides happy? What if you brought some lower level workers up under kind of the management of one engineer who can kind of verse them and get them up to salesmen? They've been with the business for a long time. They know the ins and the outs. Maybe you don't need to pull your engineers off the engineer line, but maybe they can step over into more of a management role and work with, creating a different sales force from within.
Anybody else have anything?
Wow.
Alright, so
Wow.
real life interpretation. marketing is responsible for bringing profits to an organization by attracting consumers. And marketing has a huge effect on a company's image and branding. Companies like Nike, Apple, and Budweiser are masters of marketing. They pretty much find their niche and are able to persuade their consumers to buy their products by making them look good, like it's a social item, I guess.
Good.
Big picture interpretation. Advertisements will reach out to more types of consumers. In RDB, that might not be too big of a concern because it's, like we said, it's B2B, not B2C. And I guess Anna wants to increase the brand awareness in the design community, maybe attract potential employees or just new ways the industry can go. Market research can apply to marketing's own goals along with research and development. So, like research and development, they can use market research to figure out what they need to design in the future. And marketing can create sales and project opportunities. Like they can pressure governments to create more legislation for projects and land. So.
And that would probably be a little more ideal route for them. Look at pressuring legislation, look at manufacturing requirements and pushing in that direction. Good. All right, Bridger, good job. Pause.